144. This is one of my favorite songs, by the way. What's up again? I know I'm coming back with another video so soon, but I just wanted to show you guys something else. So, bear with me a bit. So, right now I'm about to get ready to go library hunting for this book. I need some of these books to work on my next video, my next anti-delusion video. So there could be some good stuff in this book, but I'm not paying no goddamn $75. So that's what I need. If anyone can find a PDF for this or something, please do. Or if you could, are at a library and you happen to see it, let me know. I'm gonna be searching around Brooklyn. If I really do not find it out of these like 20 or 30 libraries around me, I might have to go to Manhattan, and I do not want to do that. So that's what I'm about to do. But let me show you something real quick. It's this article, and I've been looking through a lot of like white Christian, I guess, websites and sources, because they tell you so much truth. And the reason they tell you so much truth is because they believe that they are the Israelites. They believe they're being oppressed by the Jewish, right? So, because they believe they're the Israelites, they believe all black people, well, they're all the Canaanites. This is the same theme that pervades the Book of Mormon. Like, you could see like an undertone of that for whoever translated that book. They were kind of like trying to give you that undertone of the Israelites are white, everyone else is everything else, pretty much. So, they're making a whole paper to, I guess, prove that the Mexicans are actually the sons of Cain or the sons of Satan, which is incredibly ironic, because if anyone is a descendant of someone before the flood, it would be them. It would be white people, which is hilarious. Like, that's so funny to me. Most has such a great sense of humor, because I haven't seen anyone try to claim the Israelites' identity as much as white Christians. It's hilarious, but anyway, I wanted to read a few passages. I will leave all the links in the description so you can check it out yourself. It says a lot of good information in it. You just had to pick the meat and spit out the bones. But anyway, this is why they should have never gotten their hands on our books. These few sentences are just incredibly ignorant. The timing for this chapter is contemporary with Yahweh's first appearance to Abraham to give him an inheritance. This would have been several hundred years after Noah's flood. And I'll always get a burp every time I record. Let me start over. This would have been several hundred years after Noah's flood, and Cain's descendants were still alive and kicking. I mean, I'm not sure what that has to do with what they're gonna say, which is the Mexicans or the Arabs, they are the descendants of Cain, right? So, with this paper, we'll demonstrate that the Mexicans of today are an Arab people, which, yeah, they are. Arab just means mixed, and not only that, literal Arabs came and mixed with them. It was a big mixing too. It wasn't just a small mixing, right? So, therefore, it will be necessary to study many origins of the Arabs. Also, the bad fig Jews are an Arab people, and it will be through the Jews that we will be able to trace the Mexicans back to Cain, who is the offspring of Eve, fathered by Satan. I didn't know about that, but I'll have to dig in that. That's interesting. If that's actually true, that Cain is a descendant of Satan sleeping with Eve. I don't know about that though, because Satan is supposed to be a giant, right? So, yeah, wouldn't he be a giant? if Satan or Azazel slept with Eve, and weren't they around the same age? I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? But they tell you a lot of like Spanish history. They tell you about 300,000 Spaniards entered Mexico during the 3 centuries of colonial rule. They mixed with the Indians, producing a mestizo element which predominates the Mexican population, which is true. It's true. I don't agree with the whole, and most of the Negroes were brought there like there were no Negroes there before, right? Damn liars. Then they explain how Arab is the Hebrew word for Arab, which means mingled. Again, this is true. But they said something that was pretty damn funny. They pretty much admitted that the Moors were Arabs, according to what they think Arabs were. So they say in Spanish history, the term Moor is used interchangeably with Arab or Saracen. And I don't understand why they use Saracen with Arab. Or like it's almost like they're insinuating that the Saracens are Ishmaelites. Or like we know that the Moors are the Moabites. At least some of them are. So why they call it Saracens? Now if you don't know what I mean, in medieval talk, I guess, there's a difference between Saracen and Hagarene, and if you're paying attention, that's Sarah and Hagar. Moab is not a descendant of either Sarah nor Hagar, so I'm not sure why he would be labeled as a Saracen. The only ones who would really be Saracens would be Jacob and Esau. That's the only thing I can think of. Actually, no. Am I missing something? Yeah, that's just Jacob and Esau, right? Hagar was the mother of Ishmael. So the only other nations that came out of Sarah. I'm getting confused right now. Yeah, no, I got it right. Okay. But anyway, read this article, check it out. Try to pick the meat out the bones. That's a long one. But usually when they believe that they're the chosen people, that's when they'll start telling the truth. Like even here, they say there is a scheme going on today to demonize anyone who would use the term black in Latin, which means Niger, as politically incorrect. There is one thing that Philip Jones and I have in common. We are both white. White translated into Latin is albus, like albino, which is true. I even looked it up. So, But what was that? I'm quite sure that neither Philip nor I would consider it an insult to be called an albus. Rather, we regard it as a badge of honor. And you can check out a lot of these articles. I'm probably going to look into a lot of these. These already sound like the typical right-wing Christians. I'm not really interested in hearing their points of view regarding their opinions on society and Jews. But this is kind of why. Well, I'll get to that. Let me just read this a little bit. So, the white Camilla Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, fighting for white rights for over 140 years because you guys really needed it. Wow. Identity Christian simply implies that we identify our race as being the true descendants of the Israelite people. I understand that most people have been educated to believe that the Jewish people are God's chosen people. Christians have even gone so far as to call themselves Judeo-Christians. They become extremely hostile at the Klan whenever this subject is mentioned. But we are followers of Christ, and even if our beliefs are unpopular, they are still correct. I'm constantly told that Christ was a Jew, that Moses and Abraham were Jews, but this belief is incorrect. You know, it's the same. It's the same thing every time. Like you'll see it here. Like, look. Hey Christian. Hey Judo Christian. Did you know that everything was a lie? Did you know that everyone is white? And the Jews, they're the Edomites, and you know, black people, they're Canaanites. They're gonna be our slaves forever. Hey, did you know that? Moses married a black woman. This is false. The word Ethiopia is a word for Cush, son of Ham. There were two places called Cush, one in Africa and one in Arabia. The original Ethiopians are Arabians, and Egyptians were white. The original Ethiopians and Arabians and Egyptians were white, sorry. Only later on, around 600 BC, is when the bloodlines became mixed, hence the definition of the word Arab, to grow dark. Ethiopia means sunburnt face. Moses did not marry a black woman as the churches teach. Yahweh demands we separate from other races, kind after kind. He married a racial kinswoman. Like this stuff is hilarious, man. You know, but you know, dig onto this stuff because they'll tell you the truth. You know, because they believe that they're the people, so then they'll start to tell the truth. So when you rub their head and you say, oh yeah, you know, everything's gonna be all right. You know, just do that. Do it for the time being. And I can't wait to see their face when they see that Christ is a black man. They're gonna be crying. Oh my God, it's a nigger! Oh my God, it's a nigger! They're gonna be weeping, gnashing of teeth. You're gonna see, man. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be hilarious. And then I'm gonna cast the little ones against the stone. Thus saith the Lord. But anyway, I just want to come to you guys with just a quick video, real quick. And I'm gonna go library hunting. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Shalom.